What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Blind Power, and today I want to give you some new features that I want to see in iOS 12, which is coming out this year in a couple of months. iOS 12 is right around the corner, and I'm going to give you some features that I want to see in iOS 12. These features are features that I've been really waiting for these for years now, and I want Apple to do them, and here we go. So at number 1, native drag and drop support for VoiceOver. So without VoiceOver, you can usually drag and drop, or you can double tap and hold with VoiceOver, but there is no better implementation for dragging and dropping. I want Apple to make it easier to drag and drop with VoiceOver, because as of right now, it is a nightmare. The next one is better keyboard support. I also want Apple to go and make more keyboard shortcuts. For example, all the Mac shortcuts that are available with VoiceOver, make them available on the keyboard for, say, the iPad Pro, or if you have an iPad mini and you buy an external keyboard, whatever. Just make better keyboard support so that I could just hit Function F5, Function F6, Command F6, start VoiceOver, Command F5, you know, the usual Mac commands for VoiceOver, bring them to iOS, okay? You know, it's already close to iOS, you know, it's already to the point where Mac is very close to iOS, and they both share lots of things. Why not go ahead and add the commands that you use in Mac with VoiceOver to keyboard support in iOS? I mean, it just makes perfect sense. Alright, the next one is OCR support in the camera app. I would like it so that when you have VoiceOver on, essentially you could just point in the camera and just something that just shows up when you have VoiceOver on, you know? And you just go in VoiceOver, take a picture of something, just like Tap Tap See, but it's native in the camera app, and then it'll be like, this is such item, and then it'll just say the name. Apple usually, when they do things, they do it very well, and honestly, why not do OCR support in the camera app? It'd be something that would benefit the sighted when it comes to scanning QR codes and Wi-Fi codes from the back of a modem and stuff. But you know, it'll also benefit us, accessibility users, because we can just point, take a picture, and it'll read to us what we want. Honestly, that's something that I think if Apple did that, they would make most of us accessibility users really happy. You know, since VoiceOver doesn't have that many like mind-boggling features. VoiceOver hasn't changed in the past 5-6 years, you know, and we need it to change. And the next one is enhanced fast VoiceOver engine. So what does this mean? So basically, when you have your VoiceOver rates very fast, like an 80-90%, it starts jumbling up, like the words start jumbling together. There's no clear speech. I know if we have any of the compressed voices, it does seem to get better, but I think Apple needs to keep working on their VoiceOver voice to the point where it gets as good as say the Google Assistant voice, but fast. You know, you want something that it can talk fast and clear. Right now, when it goes fast, it is not as clear as it could be, so we need it to improve for sure. And the last one, Apple needs to fix the Siri crosstalk. They fixed it a little bit in iOS 11, where if you move your VoiceOver cursor out of the Siri push button area so that you can talk to Siri, it'll stop talking, right? But then Siri will also disable itself. I think Apple needs to make it where VoiceOver can essentially mute itself like it already does, but you can actually double tap anywhere on the screen and you can basically talk to Siri. So when you have Siri pulled up, just double tap and that's it, and talk to her. You don't have to be on the bottom of the screen double tap, because then if you move this cursor away from where the bottom of the screen where the microphone is, then VoiceOver will basically interrupt Siri, and Siri will essentially stop listening, and that needs to be fixed. You need to be able to move VoiceOver anywhere you want on the screen, except VoiceOver will be muted while Siri is basically listening, and that would be something that I think it's long awaited for and that we really need. I know they fixed it a little bit in iOS 11 and later versions of iOS 10, but we need it in iOS 12. We need it to be flawless. So those are some things that I want to see coming in iOS 12. Let me know down below if you want to see any new features in iOS 12, and perhaps we could do a part 2. I don't know. If you have any more ideas of things that you want to see in iOS 12 that are accessibility related, then let me know and we'll do them. You know, I know there's a lot of things that can go down right now, such as like 4K Zoom support and stuff, but I'll talk about that more in another video, hopefully. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, subscribe. You know what I do. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.